Hey everybody, it's Party Elite. Welcome you back to another episode of our Frostpunk Let's Play in the Last Autumn DLC. We are really feeling the pressure here now, folks, as there were some delays with our shaft structure, pushing us back in the timeline. Though we did manage to make up that lost time, we are just short of completing it, still ahead of schedule. However, that emergency situation has made me extremely nervous for things that will happen moving forward. Clearly, the game is not pulling any punches. Clearly, things will go sideways, and now we have to concern ourselves with strikes and things like that. We're just at the end of the workday on day 14. At the top of day 15, we're going to see the shaft structure get completed, and we're going to continue building more structural profiles. But my big goal, my big near future goal, is to get some more steel coming through. So what I'm actually going to do, as was suggested in the comments actually, is I'm going to go ahead and swap these docks over a little bit. I'm going to say that these basic docks over here will start producing steel instead. And it will take some time for it to swap over, but the workday just ended, so this will take how long? I think it just takes like 7 hours or so. Nonetheless, it'll be done overnight, and we will have to get some people working the docks to make sure that steel gets delivered, and then we can pick that steel up. So that's something to arrange for, I suppose, for next day morning. We are also currently, just as a quick recap, collecting coal from both of these coal piles, and that will hopefully allow us to keep our ventilation systems running so that safety doesn't continue to be an issue over here. That should also allow our bathhouse to keep running as well, so we can keep health as a bit of a priority. Down over here, let's go ahead and get rid of the workers working on the steel dock over here. What I'm thinking is we'll make this into a wood pile dock, because wood, again, we've got plenty of wood. We've got plenty of sources of wood. I'm not resting on my laurels in that regard, but steel is definitely a more urgent requirement as we try to get the machine shop up and running. So let's go ahead, and just so we don't have to micromanage in the morning, get the workers set up over here. And over here, we don't need workers just yet. We still have plenty of steel in that pile. So again, hoping to get enough steel to produce the machine shop, at least one machine shop at the top of the session today, so we can start producing those steam exchangers, because again, the next phase requires 10 steam exchangers and 10 structural profiles. Now we've got 20 structural profiles already, so we're partway there. We can continue construction right away. Hopefully it's, because if I understand it correctly, it's two separate constructions, two separate constructs, or whatever we want to call it. So we should be able to start making progress right away. So at least there's that, a bit of reprieve there. And then we're going to just need more structural profiles as well after that. But we might be able to reassign some of these workers over here to work the docks temporarily. Lots to do, folks. I'm not going to stick, on pause time for very long. Just want to go over the plans. Apart from that, tech tree, I do want to get optimized materials. From the look of it, it sounds like it'll speed up the production of the structural profiles, which we need for everything from basically start to finish. So I think I'm going to get drafting machines soon, because drafting machines, even though it costs us some steel, it'll allow us to get optimized materials. It'll allow us to get efficient gathering and the charcoal kiln, as well as upgraded docks. There's a lot at this stage. So after we get the machine shop, after we get our first machine shop, I'm gonna look at that research. Apart from that, feeling pretty good about where things stand. I shouldn't say that, that's just jinxing it. Prostitutes check. No case of venereal diseases were discovered. Okay, well, now I'm feeling a bit better. That's good news to start the session on. Folks, as I hit play, just want to mention really quickly, if you've been enjoying this series and you'd like to see it continue, please don't hesitate to let me know by leaving a like and a comment down below. This DLC does release today, the day of this video's release, if I'm not mistaken. So if you're enjoying the DLC as well, let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. But on top of that, let me know your thoughts on a schedule as well. What I'm thinking is, oh, these birds are eerily stuck in position. What I'm thinking is I'm going to try and keep this up daily. I don't think I'll be able to get an episode out tomorrow, though, because of other obligations. But I might try and keep this up daily so we can get the Last Autumn DLC completed in shorter time, rather than extending it for, several months. But you guys let me know your thoughts on our schedule down below. As always, it helps me make important decisions on the channel. When you leave a like and a comment, it tells me that you're interested in watching more of a series, and that I should keep it going. So if you're enjoying, leave a like, leave a comment. Enough rambling about that. I should also mention, if you're enjoying and you're not already a subscriber, you can subscribe as well, because you'll find more games like this and more of this game on this channel. So we've got 3 steam cores now. We will need 1 per machine shop we build, right? Ventilation plants cost... Well, we can't build any more ventilation plants. So if we build just the 1 machine shop, we have enough steam cores. If we build 2 machine shops, we have enough steam cores. If we wanted to get another reloading station, we have enough steam cores as well. But I don't think I want to do that until we have a machine shop. That's our top priority. So with the next shipment, what I think I'll do is I think I will get more workers and just focus on more workers. If we get 10 more workers, we've got 4 that just arrived as well. 20... Wondering if I do, that's 18, 22. We can do that. If we do that, then if we need engineers, we're not shooting ourselves in the foot. We'll stock up on engineers as well, and that'll allow us to get some of these other things running at the same time. Sure, let's order a shipment of that. We've got some homeless, so 4 plus 9 more coming. That's 13. Well, 4 plus 10 more coming, so that's 14. We need to house 14 people. We need 2 houses. So let's go ahead and build a pair of tents. I guess we could get you up over here. Yeah, so 1 over there and 1 over there. Waste some resources, unfortunately. Invalid placement location because of the dock over there, unfortunately. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. It's not the end of the world. So we can get you over here for the church. Let's go ahead and put 1 down over here for sure. And 1 down over here. They'll both be able to take advantage of the bathhouse. And of course, let's make sure that our street connections are built as well. There. Not spend too much on it. Oh, I keep zooming out too much. All right, so that'll help with the housing situation. I wanted to also build... I don't think we can get the fishing harbor. It costs steel. Like I said, I'm hanging on. I'm hanging on to all the steel we can hang on to, waiting for the machine shop first. Right, swapping over is going okay. Construction will happen overnight, so that's good. All this is happening overnight. Tomorrow morning, we get back to work. Now, the toxicity level is going to go up tomorrow morning, which is why this has been set to turn on tomorrow morning. Hopefully, we'll have enough coal. Hopefully, we'll be able to sustain the coal requirements. The bathhouse is off. That's fine. We'll keep it off for now, because... if toxicity is going up tomorrow, I want to be able to counteract that right away. We are also working on more profiles, or structural profiles. I don't know if that's necessary right now, or if we want to focus on, say, picking up, getting some wood delivered, perhaps, or picking up the steel over there. I don't know. What I could do, though, is I could build some streets out. It was suggested that you can build streets out to your docks. It doesn't seem to be the case. Doesn't seem to be the case. So I suppose I could build out to it, and then people will eventually... Like, I guess they walk faster on... Yeah, I can't really go that much further than what I already am. But not much we can do there. Alright, fair enough. Let's speed time up. Let the morning come. I think we've planned well enough for the morning. It's just a matter of, yeah, getting the steel, dropping down the machine shops, and then... and then immediately when this finishes, working on the next stage. Safety procedures is going to hurt us. 2 days ahead of schedule, though, so that's good. We don't know how badly these deadlines will get affected, though. Like, if I have another cave-in and it gets pushed back, like our progress gets pushed back by another 40%, that's going to be expensive in more ways than one. People are being treated. Let's go ahead and take a quick check over here. 16 hours, 17 hours... we're over here 2 hours, 6 hours. Man, these people are pretty badly hurt. Don't think there is much I can do. Fortunately not. Fortunately not. Food at least is being converted. Yeah, we've got the engineers working over here. Got 19 people not doing anything, so I should definitely assign them. Guess I could assign a bunch over here and assign, suppose, a bunch over here. Hopefully the steel will start coming through right away in the morning, and then we'll start gathering as well. Got to keep an eye on that, though. I could probably, you know what, reduce this to 5 and pump this up to at least 4. Yeah, because I had 9. Due to high motivation, efficiency rises by 30%. Excellent. Got 6 people who are sick. 6 people. That's not good. It's not something to be making jokes about. Thankfully, we do have engineers coming. But wonder if I shouldn't. Like, what's your radius has been met. We can only build 1 bathhouse. Is that right? No, we can build another one. We'll probably build it over there. So this gap over here might be the ideal spot for a medical post. Pop you down over here. I don't know if it'll get done before the workday starts, but we do need to get these people in care as soon as possible. Toxicity level is going to rise soon, or will it rise tomorrow and not today? Keep it off for now. If we don't need it, we don't need it. Right? I'm not going to turn this on until we need it. Strike is... The potential of a strike is low. Work safety is still harmful. Looks like we're good. Finish in less than an hour. Keep an eye on steel. Oh, build the foundations. Before laying the foundations, which will support the massive bulk of the generator, you have to send your workers deep below the ground level and install the powerful tower pumps. All right. Okay. So the next step is build the foundations. We are about a day ahead of schedule. That is not good enough. Build the machine shop, install the pressure valves, and install the tower pumps. So are we able to get to work on the pressure valves already? We are. Cool. No reason to waste any time. Takes 30 workers, 15 hours to finish. That's good. I do need to keep an eye, and we need to get to max this out. 3.9 an hour. That is a little bit faster. That's good. We still have 14 workers, though, who are not doing anything. So let's go ahead and max you out. I have 9 workers not doing anything. Go ahead and add some profile production over here. Yeah, we could add some workers over here. Keep the wood coming. Keep the wood coming. We've got steel coming from over here and from over here. 4.5 an hour plus, what was it, 2 an hour? So let's say 6 an hour. Within the next hour, we'll have enough to build the machine shop. Oh, what have we got over here? What have we got over here? News from London. Abandoned site. Oh dear. Congratulations on completing your first milestone on schedule. Meanwhile, after funding cuts and a catastrophic accident at Site 107, the project was scrapped and remaining workers scheduled for evacuation. If you can spare the men, order foragers to search these coordinates and recover whatever materials you can. We will have far from enough generators to evacuate everyone, should the unthinkable happen. Your task is now even more important. Oh boy. We shall double our efforts then. Alright, very well. Future is looking quite grim, isn't it? Future is looking quite grim. But we can get a machine shop any second now. Come on, any second. There we go, machine shop down over here. So tomorrow, I guess, toxicity will rise, which is good because that means we can keep a little bit of a storage of coal. 12 hours to completion. Safety procedures are off. We are working a full day. It is dangerous. Chance of a strike is there. Let's go ahead and turn you on. Go ahead and turn you on. Might do the trick. I don't want to reduce our efficiency. And actually, alright, so wood is arriving. Steel is being picked up. What I need to do is stop the work over there. I don't know why the street's not being built. I don't know why that street's not being built. Oh, weird. I guess the order didn't go through or something. Anyway, I want to make sure this machine shop gets built right away. I don't need wood as much as I need the machine shop done so we can get to work on that. And this looks like this won't take very long, so I worry that the other element, the tower pumps, will take longer. Well, it's huge valves built of high-quality steel will direct the flow of water and superheated steam to keep the pressure within design limits, protecting the generator against heat surges in the source. Cool, very cool. 20 steel, is that enough to research this? 25 steel is what we need, fair enough. What have we got now? Oh no. Letters from home, a distraught father. Sir, the distraught father of the sick child wants to talk to you. He begs you to let him go home. I know it means giving up this here job, but I'll figure something out. The family needs me, sir. Please, let me get back to him. Okay, go and see your child, or doctors cost money. Oh, man, no, he can... Oh. This game is very good at putting you... A lot of games talk about moral dilemmas. Look, if we're saving the world, right? Who are we saving it for if not our sons and daughters? Go see your child. Lose one worker. It's okay. We're fine. We have a shipment coming through of many more. I want to try and win this without being a tyrant. We're about 2 days ahead of schedule. We're doing okay. We're doing quite all right. We're going to be done here about 2 hours time. So that we're at 3 o'clock, so 5 o'clock we're done. So we'll have an hour of work on the machine shops tonight. We're ready to research our next technology. Let's get the drafting machines going, because again, I like the look of optimized materials. I don't know what the foundry is for, but I imagine it's important. So yeah, sure, drafting machines, let's upgrade that. It'll take some time. Do we have any engineers that we can assign here? We can get rid of you and pop you up. There we go. That should speed that up a little bit. Got to walk over, though. Fair enough, fair enough. Some sick absences. We're doing all right. So 10 steel. We'll have 10 steel by tonight. I want to get the fishing harbor done, I think. We've got 2 days worth of food rations, but we don't know. Like, if we can send our foragers elsewhere rather than collecting food, I think I'll feel better. Fishing harbor, 40 wood, 10 steel. We've got the spot over here for that. We're sacrificing a dock, but I think it's worth it. Pop you down over there. And we'll need a road as well, I imagine. No? Surely people are just walking here. Surely that's not ideal. I'll have to see. All right. Coal is still looking good. Are we still working right now? Yes, it is dangerous. I could work the filtration overtime. 7 hours left. Fine, you know what? 1 hour, right? 1 hour. Why can I not? One steel from 20 steel. Oof. Okay. That's good to know. Well, I'm glad I got these things commissioned today, because now I can't second guess and hesitate. 20 steel for one. Wow. The work shift is over. We're about 60% done. Unfortunate, because tomorrow it's going to be more toxic. We'll have to keep the ventilation plant on all day. One sick person. We're doing our best there. Got 10 more people coming. We've got enough housing for them, though. I can pass a law. Might be a good idea to do that right now. Work standardization. More efficiency during the short shift, but it will cause discontent. That'd be a bad idea. I like the collective bargaining as an option, actually. And let me check real quick what we have from an administrative potential over here. No one's died yet, thankfully. Radical treatment. Gravely ill. No. Bare knuckle bouts. So not much here that I still want to explore. So let's go back to our labor laws, and let's go ahead with work standardization, I think. Oh no, collective bargaining. Because should there be another strike, should there be multiple strikes, I'll be able to tackle them all with one negotiation. So we could negotiate with the representatives of striking workers to end all ongoing strikes for a price. Sure, let's go ahead and sign that.
Rules and regulations have changed.
Rules and regulations have changed. Transport has arrived with engineers and workers. Whatever brings them back to work is fine in my books. End all strikes at once. This smells fishy to me. Yeah, you damn right it smells fishy. Go ahead and get... Oh man, the logistical limit has dropped a little bit, hasn't it? Okay, so it will go up over time. So I guess that's the balancing act. Do I wait a day? We've got enough steam cores. We have workers. Well, I can get 11 workers or 10 workers right now. That doesn't make any sense. 10 times 2 is 20. Oh, there we go. I didn't click max. I clicked plus 10. Sure, let's do that. Do that. We might need another house when they arrive. But we need people to work, like the fishing harbor and stuff. Right, so that's being worked on. Motivation is high. Discontent is a little worrisome, but it's okay. It's not the end of the world. Once the harbor is done. So I guess this will be our last night at the reindeer tracks. Nature's sculpture. Small waterfall. Where is the other construction site that they were talking about? Oh, there we go. Lake full of fish. No, that's where they are right now. Oh, I thought they were implying that I should head towards the other generator. Maybe nature sculpture is what it was. We'll see. We'll see. All right, so tomorrow morning, lots of... it's funny, at the beginning of a session, I'm super panicked. In the middle of the session, I'm kind of like, I get calmed down. We're 5 days ahead of schedule. That feels good. But then as the end of the session draws near, I'm guaranteed I'm going to start freaking out again. All right, let's... Do I max you out? No, I don't think I should max you out because we don't have enough steel. It's, what is it again, 20? 20 steel. Okay. So pretty quickly, if this gathers 4 per hour, so within 2 hours of the start of the next workday, we'll have enough steel to build at least one. So you know what? Fine. Let's go ahead and max you out. Let's drop you down to none because I want to max you out first, and I want to max you out as well when you're done being built. Because we want to make sure food is sort of an endless supply. We're almost at the cap of food ration storage, though, is one thing to consider. So maybe we don't max out the fishing harbor, but we get like 5 people working here, or we'll see. Well, maybe we do like 50% efficiency. I don't know how many people work a fishing harbor. Yeah. So let's go with 5 people working here. And we'll do... the food just arrived. Hold on a second now. Can I... Are they automatically all the way back over there? Send foragers. Yes, that's what I want to do. Hang on a second. I want to make sure... I guess I have to say, leave the camp. Sure, leave the camp. Still has 400 raw food available, if necessary. Go to nature sculpture. It'll take us how long? A day and 3 hours. Yikes. We go over to the small waterfall. It'll take us 19 hours. Well, let's go up to that nature sculpture. We see something from the distance that looks like a gigantic statue. Go for it. Go for it. Because we've got enough food to last us about a day, it says. It was saying 2 days. Now it's about a day. Fine. We'll be fine. Again, people go hungry before they start to starve. And we have enough raw food that can turn this into you know, proper edible goods, so to speak. So that'll be fine. Well, I think we're fine for food. I say that nervously, but I think we're fine for food. All right, let's go ahead and pick up the pace a little bit. What are our sawmills looking like? So this one still has a fair bit of wood. This one needs to be dismantled. No wood in its area, so let's dismantle that one. And focus our efforts on working on this one. Right, so let's do that. Go ahead and speed time up a little bit. You know, faster than pause would be a good idea. 5 days ahead of schedule. I like that. I like that. And then pretty early in the morning, we'll start working on the steam exchangers. 50 structural profiles. Well, at least 25. And we also need the next type of component, which I imagine is built using maybe the foundry. That would make sense. It's probably the foundry. All right, fair enough. Fair enough. Nothing too crazy to manage over here. It looks like you've been taken care of. Good stuff. The coal piles, I imagine, will last for a fair while here. Yeah, we'll be fine. We're using our gathering posts to gather it all. Yeah. That should be fine. So that's good. Wood is pretty low right now, but, you know, again, okay, this is starting to bother me a little bit. Like, why are you not connecting? There, do that. Just, it needs to get done. This thing needs to be worked on so that we can actually start and keep our wood up. Because that wood disappeared real fast. Part of it is because of the structural profiles we made, but again, we need those, right? Very close to having enough for at least the one step of the next stage. That was a big drop. That daily loss, I suppose. Daily loss concerning. What do you mean? I turned the cocaine pills off. I guess we've used them for the day. Alright, we're still okay. The motivation is still okay. And looks like toxicity is still low, which is good as well. So we're only dangerous. It's not deadly. Oh. Withdrawal pains. No. Sir, our people are a mess since you cut their drugs. Some are apathetic, others jumpy and irritable. A few behave erratically, with sudden bouts of sobbing or screaming. It seems they became addicted to their pep pills. People are addicted, motivation will fall without the drug or resume distribution. No, okay, I see. Take the motivation hit. I don't want people dying because of an overdose or something crazy like that. Don't need any of that in my house. Fishing Harbour will produce 1 raw food. But like just in general. Got an engineer available. Engineer can work this job, I suppose. Alright, get to work indeed. I'm sorry, there we go, 2.9 an hour. Alright. So I don't mind having just 5 workers over there. In fact, sure, do that. 2.9 an hour is fine. Over here we have 5, 6... This is not where I need sick absences to happen. Nonetheless, 20 steel any second, and we'll get the first one going here. And we need 10, so that's 200 steel we need. A lot of steel. A lot of steel, and it'll take a fair bit of time to make as well. I wonder if... Alright, so let's see. 6.5 an hour plus 2.1 an hour. 6.5 plus 2.1 is 7, 8. Let's just round down to 8. We get 8 an hour. In one work day of 10 hours, we get 80 steel. So each day, we can produce 4 steam exchangers if we stay on top of our schedule. Alright, so 4 times 5 days ahead of schedule is 20. We need 10? We need 10. Alright, yeah, that's not bad. We need about 3 days worth of this work rate. That's not bad at all, actually. I was expecting it to be a lot worse. Let me just check occupancy over here. Yeah, we still have room for more inhabitants, so that's okay. Oh no, 9 people were wounded, became gravely ill. Get the medic now. Oh no. Damaged scaffolding. Sir, a section of scaffolding has collapsed. There were no fatalities, but several workers are seriously injured. We should take care of them immediately. This accident happened because pressure valve workplace safety is deadly. Well, this is unfortunate. Right, risk is up. Let's go ahead and you're on. We've got everything we can do. Drafting machines researched. Good stuff. Okay, hold on. We've got 12 gravely injured individuals. To deal with that, I believe we need the infirmary, don't we? Oh my god, mechanical calculators. 50 steel. Yikes. And the foundry is what helps us build the steel composites. We have a bit of time before we need that, I suppose. Optimized materials, 25 steel. Reduces the material cost of structural profiles and time required by 50%. Okay, that's decent. It's not bad, but now I'm kind of worried about... I need the infirmary, 50 steel. That'll be a bit of a setback, and 100 wood as well. Yikes. Yikes, okay. Okay, this is not good. Go ahead and slow time down for a second here. I need to figure this out. So coal is a little low. I could get workers out of the profiles manufacturer, not really doing anything here right now. And I could send them to work. I'll have no engineers at this medical post. Forgot about that. Pull you guys out of there. Drop you in there. Brink of death. A specialist in the infirmary may still be able to do something. So here's something we can do. Well, I can't access the law right now, but radical treatment. The gravely ill will be treated in medical posts. 30% of gravely ill will be left as amputees. Discontent will rise slightly. Or sustain life. The gravely ill will be kept alive, but untreated in the medical posts. Motivation will rise, but the gravely ill will take up beds in medical posts. Neither of these are really ideal options. And I have about an hour or so to decide what I want to do. If I research towards the infirmary, that is, what is it again? 50 steel and 100 wood. Okay, time for some quick math over here. We've got 1 steam exchanger. We need 9 steam exchangers. 9 steam exchangers will take 180 steel. 180 steel will take me, let's see, 6, 7, 8, 180, sorry. If I get 8 an hour, one work day is 10 hours, so that's 80. 80 times 2 is 160. 160. 3 work days. I mean, I guess I could afford the setback. We are ahead of schedule. Sure, so fine. Here's what we'll do then. As soon as it's possible, we will research a mechanical calculator so we can get the infirmary. We won't be able to research it until tomorrow, unfortunately, I don't think. But that's fine. So 50 steel, we're stocking up. Now, we're halfway through the workday, right? We've got about 7 hours. No, let's say it's noon. The workday ends at 6, so we've got about 6 hours left. In 6 hours, 6.5 plus 2.1, so 8 times 6 is... Oh, wow, 8 times 6 is... 8 times 5 is 40, 48. So 48 steel takes us up to 60, 72. 72 minus 20. 72 minus 20 is 52. So at the end of the workday, we'll have enough. I don't think... I'll do it the other way around. I'll start the research first. All right, cool. So I will pass the law that puts the gravely ill in medical posts because pretty soon I'm going to have infirmaries. That's at least the plan. Man, all right. A lot more mathing than I was expecting. All right, lots of wood over here. So, you know what, let's go ahead and reduce the worker count over here and pump it up over here. All right. My motivation, efficiency is up by 30%. This will be done in about 2 hours' time, so that'll free up another 30 workers that we can distribute as necessary. Pressure valves is on strike. Why? Why? Okay. We can negotiate. Get together, people. Together we're strong. What's the issue? Workers are angry and refuse to work. They shout about exploitation, terrible working conditions, and deadly dangers they face daily. What will you promise them? Better working conditions? Offer them rest of the day off? Try to appease them with extra rations? I need to think about it. I mean, the best choice is better working conditions. Raise workplace safety above dangerous. God damn. All right. I'll promise you better working conditions. So we need to be above dangerous. Toxic gases have mounted. That's the problem here. Well, what I could do... Can't research you yet. And doing the protective structures will set us back a little bit further. But I think we need to get those protective structures to prevent striking in the future. Alright, well, since that's happening, we might as well get this going then. Get another steam exchanger going. This research will hopefully finish soonish. Have a bunch of workers. Max you out. Let's go ahead and get engineers working over here. At least some. Or our engineers. They're all working in medical fields. That's good. What's the deal here? Treat the gravely ill. One of our people is gravely ill. If you sign the radical treatment law, the gravely ill will be treated in medical posts, but may undergo risky amputations as a result. Alternatively, you might sign the sustain life law to keep them alive until we build an infirmary. Yes. Thank you for reminding me. Sustain life is the option, and then we'll build an infirmary as soon as possible. Okay, gravely ill will be kept alive. I suppose that's better than letting them die. Absolutely it is. Absolutely it is. Go ahead and get some more workers working over here. Got work over there happening. We've got work over here happening. I guess I could max this out. Food is looking okay. We could max this out as well, because we've got workers. Wish I had more engineers, though. Wish I had more engineers. So that was the 30 workers from that are on strike that I'm just putting to work elsewhere, which is kind of not exactly how strikes work, but okay. Oh, this sawmill is almost done as well. The sawmill will be done tomorrow. So I'll need to build a new sawmill tonight. I could probably build one down over here. Lots of wood over there to be taken care of. Or I could build one... Well, this will take these trees out of the picture. Makes a lot more room for housing that we can tuck behind the bathhouse over here. Alright, so the next sawmill we'll put down over here, I think. I can commission it right now. I believe it is only wood. Yes, thank God. Put you down, say, over here so you don't destroy any resources. Pop you down. Let's go ahead and get the street built across this way. 6 to 8 wood is not that big a deal. Alright, cool. So that'll be done soon. Workplace safety. Wow, toxicity is going to go even higher tomorrow? Kidding me. Let's turn you off. It's dangerous over here, eh? I mean, I could, so if I turn this on, if I turn this back on, still dangerous? Oh, because it's past the workday. All right, well, tomorrow we might be able to get this going again. It's okay. Probably could have done that earlier today and saved some time, but it's not the end of the world. So 47 steel. Again, we did have a bit of a setback because of the new research I had to do. Not the end of the world. We'll still tomorrow be able to build more steam exchangers. In fact, I could queue them up. I could queue one up right now. Right. So we're at 27 steel. We will... I wish it gave me the time count, but I guess it changes every day based on sicknesses and stuff like that. Ooh, transport has arrived. 11 new workers. Great. Great. You're still dangerous. That's because we're not working this until tomorrow morning. We are very low on coal, which is a problem. We're relatively low on coal, which is a problem. Very low is a strong word. Oh no. One of our people died because of the cocaine. Oh no. We stopped the cocaine supply. Fatal overdose. Sir, we found a dead body. Co-workers of the deceased say that they often shared their cocaine pills with him, and he always craved for more. We presume that he died from overdose. Unfortunately, such reaction to cocaine isn't exactly uncommon. We're gonna cut drug use. Man, that is not... I wanted... We haven't been supplying cocaine. I guess he must have just had a stash or something. That is unfortunate. And cocaine's been completely useless as well for us. Like, look, cocaine pills are off, yes. They've barely helped with our motivation. I mean, they help with our motivation, but we haven't needed it, is the thing. Damn, all right. Chase the dope with plenty of water, and you'll be fine. That's not exactly true. Word of advice, first death. One of our people has just died. Sickness, accidents, and deadly cold will keep claiming lives in this harsh world. We need a way to dispose of the body. Can't pass a law just yet. People can take care of it themselves. I don't like that. But that's mainly because I can't quite pass a law just yet. I have 13 hours left. 11 hours left. Man. That's a bit of a bummer. That is a bit of a bummer. That's a lot of a bummer, actually. Alright, so our shipment has arrived. I wonder if we go ahead and ask for another one. Get another steam core. Get some more engineers coming through. Some more workers coming through. And then get one engineer coming through. I'm going to order that. They'll arrive overnight. Like, they won't arrive for the next day, but the day after. That's fine by me. Are you all out? No, you will be all out midday tomorrow, though. Over here, we need 10 workers assigned. Let's get you working over there. We do need... Evening service will help with motivation. We don't need that quite yet. It will cost food rations that we don't quite have. Got 5 workers working over here, so that's good. Tomorrow morning, we'll convert this raw food to food rations. The fishing harbor has been doing well enough for us, I think. I guess the man that passed away worked at the steel pile over here. Yeah. Rough. That's rough. We're fine over here. I wonder if... Yeah, you know what? The wood is actually... We should keep an eye on the wood. Because I was getting kind of low earlier. Coal is so low. Our bathhouse hasn't really been on because we haven't been able to stay on top of the coal. I only have 2 workers right now. What I'll probably do is when we improve work conditions over here, I'll probably pull workers from the docks themselves, because we've got the piles of steel that need emptying out first. We'll pull workers from the docks and then ship them in to work on the pressure valves. We can pull some people out of these docks as well. Oh, we've only got 5 over here. Yeah, we'll keep that as is. Foragers have reached the nature sculpture. See what this says. As we suspected, it's just a tall rock sculpted by winds into a shape that, from certain angles, looks like a standing human. It is a useful landmark nonetheless. Okay, well, let's move on. A rock that looks like a gigantic human statue. Oh, sorry, that's where we were. We've discovered a field kitchen. All right, maybe some more food to be had from there, I suppose. 10 hours to arrive. Might as well make our way over. Gives them something to do, right? And let's go ahead and speed time up a little bit as the night continues. All right. So first things first, we're going to build this steam exchanger. Hopefully, as that steam exchanger is completed, we'll be able to research the next upgrade over here to get the infirmaries coming through. So mechanical calculator, God knows how much the infirmary will actually cost in terms of steel as well. 12 in palliative care. Okay. 11 sick. I might need to build another medical post, actually. Reduce some of the engineers that are researching. Bring us back down to 100% efficiency. Or 130 with the motivation, right? Oh, too late for now. Too late for now. Hopefully, some of you will get treated. Motivation dropped. Oof, that's not good. The cocaine pill overdose has hurt us, yes. I need to figure out how I can bump up motivation. I mean, I could do... We do not have enough rations for evening service. Though tonight we might end up with enough when the raw food gets converted. So we'll see how that goes, because we are max efficiency. So we'll see how that goes, and that might do the trick. Now we have 10 workers over here. We can... Oh, no. Let's max that out. Let's max that out. I don't need high discontent, because high discontent, I don't know what the side effects of that are. Again, it's my first time playing Frostpunk is this campaign. Like, my first actual time playing Frostpunk is this campaign. So, need to be wary of potential curveballs thrown my way. All right, so steel is being produced. This research is happening. I want to do the research first. Yeah, I think I want to do the research first. Sawmill over here has got workers. Indeed it does. So wood should be piling up pretty easily. Pretty readily, rather. And 4 sick absences over here, so that's a bit of a problem. That's a bit of a problem. The work over here is harmful, so we should be able to return to work. We should be able to return to work, so none over here, none over here. Max you out. 7 hours it'll take. This is working as well. Yes, but we're almost out of coal. Trying to figure out who else I want to move to work there. Get some people off the wood pile over here. There, 4 hours. Good enough. We can't move forward beyond that anyway, so as long as we finish it today, I'm fine. So yeah, we're going to hit 50 basically just as this ends. The Book of Laws will allow us to pass another law. We should probably do something about the dead bodies. Care house. The gravely ill and amputees will be cared for at low cost in special homes. They'll allow us to build care houses. They're kept alive in care houses and no longer burden medical posts. Okay, residents of care houses eat half as much. Okay, and motivation will rise slightly. I'll have to build a care house. I don't mind that. Extra rations for the ill. Speed up recovery. Not bad. Overcrowding. It'll cause discontent, but the capacity of facilities is doubled. That might save us a lot of space. A little bit of discontent. Oh, God, I don't know, though. If people start dying, right? The care house, though, sounds excellent. I'll have to build a care house, but overall, this is, I think, a great idea. I imagine engineers work there, and this takes care of the gravely ill as well as amputees. So that is probably a good idea. Go ahead and sign that care house. 5 steel, 25 wood. That is not bad. Protective structures researched. Okay. Let's go ahead and begin. Oh, we're just short. Just short. It's the best we can do for them. Okay, well, it means more beds and food for the rest of us. Absolutely, it does. 49 and 50. Come on now. Come on now. Where are we? 50. There it is. So let's go ahead with the mechanical calculator so we can get the infirmary. Because the care house won't treat them. It'll just... it'll keep them. It won't treat them. So we still need the mechanical calculators. And on top of that, mechanical calculators will allow us to build some of these other things. Safety improvements, for example, sounds like a good thing. Go ahead and upgrade this. Okay, good stuff. What's the deal over here? Safety is still just harmful. Could use one of these. All right, here's what I could do. I could use one of these. You know what? I shouldn't have. That was foolish of me. I should have waited until the start of the next workday. I can turn that off. That, you know what? That was a huge waste on my part. That was very foolish of me. Oh my god. Because this construction is going to finish in an hour, and this thing lasts for 2 hours. I just wasted 6 structural profiles. Oh my god. Working under pressure. Alright, well, that's fine. It's not the end of the world. Construction here has been completed. Let's go ahead and assign y'all over here. Let's get some work going on over here. Motivation is up. Good stuff. Tower pumps need 10 of the steam exchangers. We'll get to work on that. The optional upgrades we can't yet do. There's a risk of strike over here because of work safety. Interesting. Turn on the safety procedures. Get to work. We need 10. Alright, we're getting there. We're getting there. What's going on over here? End the disease. A group of our people decries your decision to carry on forced medical examinations of prostitutes. You punish the victims of a vice, and the men, guilty both of the vice and the suffering of these women, go unpunished. This has to end. Shut down the house of pleasure. I'll hit our motivation is the thing. We can't afford it. Some high discontent. We can't afford it, though. If we build a care house, does not have a radius, so that's good. Build the care house over here, I suppose. So the housing can go over here, so sure. Care house built over there. This sawmill is almost done. Within the hour, we'll be able to dismantle this. Within the hour, I'll have to dismantle this, rather. Wasting space back here. Okay, and I realize these guys are waiting. We found no food in the field kitchen, although it must have been used recently. There's still some water in the 2 large pots inside. Oh, might we find survivors nearby? Or not survivors, but, you know, people, just in general. An abandoned field kitchen. Oh, we see Site 107. Yeah, there we go. That's what I was looking for. 9 hours to arrive. Good stuff. See what we find there. I'm actually livid about that wasted click. I'm livid. That was a foolish mistake. So you're almost done. Steel is looking okay. We still have plenty. We don't need to assign people at the docks just yet. You can assign some people gathering more wood. Fair enough. What do we have arriving? We've got 11 people arriving, so I might want to build a house. Back over here. Alright. That's that. These will all get done overnight as well. Again, workers... And I guess I can assign another one of these to get made. Let's do 2. Well, let's keep it to 1. We can't finish 2. Why are we not... Oh, that's why. Dangerous, but it's not life-threatening. Like, no one's gonna die over here. Care house promise fulfilled. A care house has been established in accordance with a new law. Motivation rises. Beautiful. So the care house, though, what does it require? Ah, okay, good. It doesn't actually require any people to work here. All gravely ill and amputees will be given palliative treatment before we find a proper way to care for them. Those staying in a care house will be given half rations. Cool. Discontent is a bit of a problem. Corpse disposal, dangerous working conditions. It's okay. It's okay. We'll sort all this out. Toxicity is expected to rise tomorrow as well, so that's, again, a bit of a problem. Alright, we've got people working over here. House of Pleasure, customers 0. Gee, I wonder why. Storage limit reached. Well, there's no point working over here. So let's pull you away. And get more people working over here. Machine shop, tomorrow we'll commission 1. It'll get us up to 5. We are still 4 days ahead of schedule. Okay. We still need 100 steel. And if we get 8 an hour, 1 day is just short. Fine. It's not the end of the world. It's fine. It's the best we can do unless I build another loading thing over here, which does increase the rate significantly, and it reduces the worker requirement. So you know what? You know what? Let's go ahead and get the reloading station here. Let's get it done. Get it done overnight. Housing is okay. We've got care now next day morning. When we finish the mechanical calculators, we can build, or we can research the infirmary, which will undoubtedly need engineers. So what we'll do is get engineers with the next shipment, I think. Focus on that. Transport's arrived. We have enough places to stay. Good stuff. All right. What do we do with these extra workers? Build another machine shop? Well, let's see. Steam exchangers. We don't need them. Oh, we need them all the way at the end to assemble the generator. Okay. We've got time for that, though, I think. Oh, what was that? That was a notification sound effect. Foragers have reached the site. All right. There are still people here packing their belongings and preparing dozens of coffins for transport. A young engineer approaches us. Search might provide structural profiles, oh my god, steam exchangers and survivors. Yes, explore. I told them so. The young engineer, who introduced herself as Effie McLaughlin, is relieved to see us. I'm glad you came. We are to be evacuated, but you just can't be sure in these times, she says. Then she tells us what happened. Long story short, the core of their generator exploded after a fire broke out in the final stages of construction. That had better not be foreshadowing. Effie says she saw the tragedy coming, but no one listened to her, the youngest engineer on site. She and some friends are not giving up. They want to use their experience to help us finish our generator. Take them to our camp. 12 engineers, 5 steam exchangers, 10 of those structures, and 1 steam core. Take them to our camp, yes. I could use the engineers. I was just talking about wanting more engineers. 12 hours, so they'll arrive in time. Well, they'll arrive partway through tomorrow morning's shift, which is not bad. It's not bad at all. Cool. We can use them to buff up research temporarily, and then work on some other elements. 190. 15 prohibited from working. Right, of course. That is a problem. Well, speed time up, I suppose. Tomorrow we've got this sawmill working on wood, and we've got this wood pile over here. Starting to lose my voice. I guess I could build another sawmill. I could put one down, say, over... No room over here, is there? No, it won't fit over here. Put one down over here. Pull that street out. Or over here, I suppose. Maximum coverage. Sure. Put you down over there. And let's build the roads. Just a little off. Hold on. That's unacceptable. Unacceptable. So let's go ahead and do that. And then the sawmill pops in there. Again, temporary. We can build housing around the bathhouse and stuff, though. At least there's that. And just clearing out the room over here. Might as well. All right. Speed time up. Wait until tomorrow morning, and hopefully we'll make some good progress. They're bringing 5 steam exchangers with them. That's great. Takes us up to 9, so we just need this one over here. That'll take us up to 10 when they arrive partway through tomorrow, and we can start the construction of the next stage, which is wonderful. We're doing pretty good. Some people are going hungry. That's not good. We need more workers working here, I suppose. Max that out. Max that out. We could get some people actually working the coal piles as well. Let's turn up to full max there. See how that works out for us. And over here we can get, sure, 5 people working. One is an engineer, I take it? Yes. Send the engineer over here. We'll see how this plays out. Motivation is kind of dropped, which is unfortunate. Did not have the rations for the evening service, so glad I didn't do that. Would have helped, though. But we're okay. Book of Laws. Now here we could actually pass... Not labor laws, sorry, but administrative laws. We could do the on-site repatriation of bodies. We will lay our dead to rest in English soil. Their bodies will be kept in the morgue until they can be transported. Okay. No risk of disease from unburied bodies. Preparing bodies for transport costs wood. I'll have to build a morgue. Or on-site burials. We will consign the bodies of our dead to the stony soil of this faraway land. It would be too expensive to bring them back to England. Each burial will decrease motivation. I'll have to establish a cemetery. Motivation will fall slightly. Oh, people would rather repatriate? Okay, fair enough. After introducing the law, another one can be passed for 18 hours. That's fine. So I'll need to build a morgue. Well, it sounds reasonable to me.
Rules and regulations have changed.
Costs nothing. Okay. Space. Costs space. We can put a morgue down where, like all the way out over here, perhaps. We'll destroy some trees. Not the end of the world, though. At least after death, we are guaranteed to return home. That's a good way of looking at it, I suppose. Put it down over there. And right next to the coal. It's like, yes, we're sending them home. Okay. Toxic gas levels way too high. This is deadly. We're gonna pause for a second because I need to figure this out. So we could make things safer with safety procedures. Across the board over here. Safety procedures are already on over here, so it's dangerous now. Shorten the work shift. Sure. So now it's harmful. And this thing is off right now, so we can turn it on. And that should make it... Well, it's still harmful. Because it's not actually active yet. But that should reduce the chance of a strike across the board. Okay. And in about 5 hours' time, we'll have the arrival of the steam exchangers, plus the one that we're going to be making ourselves come 8 a.m. And that will take us to 10. Fantastic. We're currently researching the mechanical calculators. We'll work on the infirmary afterwards. Feeling pretty good. Feeling all right. Feeling all right. 4 days ahead of schedule. Don't know how long it'll actually take to build the next stage, but we'll start today. I wonder if it'll need engineers or if it'll need workers. If it'll need workers, we'll probably pull some away from the profiles manufacturer. I'm still kicking myself over the mistake I made. Okay, let's go ahead and do that. Wood needs to be coming through at a better rate. 5 people working over here. They haven't arrived yet. We can now research Tier 3 technologies. Excellent. Let's go ahead and do exactly that. So safety improvements. Let's see what this does. Various modifications will improve workplace safety at the machine shop by 1 level. Okay. Improved planning reduces cost of protective structures to 4 structural profiles. That sounds very good. Optimized materials. Oh, we already saw that. Safety improvement. We can't do the safety improvement until we do the optimized. Okay. Ventilation plant coupling allows us to use an additional ventilation plant. Interesting. Or efficient fans. Lower coal use. We can supercharge the steam exchanger used at the construction site to speed up work on the generator. Costs 5 steam exchangers, but it increases work progress by 10%. Okay. Oh, I see. So we can boost the construction work rate at the cost of steam exchangers. Something to consider for later. Not right now, but for later. Anyway, the infirmary is what I wanted. 25 steel, 40 wood. Takes a steam core to build, unfortunately, and some steel and wood, but that's fine. 10 beds. The sick are treated faster than medical posts, and the gravely ill can be treated safely and reliably. Well, 25 steel and 40 wood is what we're waiting for. Should happen soon enough. And again, in about 3.5 hours' time, we're going to get our enough steam exchangers to begin the next step of the process here. Which is good, because we need to get this. Discontent raises global strike risk by 1. Ooh. Okay. That's not good. Sorry, that's not what I meant. I meant to look at this. 1 step. I mean, it's not the end of the world. Hopefully this will drop as soon as we solve some of these issues. Like the, once the morgue is done, hopefully that'll help discontent. That's not very good at all. It's not very good at all. Anyways, 1.5 hours before everything here arrives. Ooh, morgue built. The morgue has been built. Now we can preserve our dead before we send them to London. Motivation rises and discontent drops. Beautiful. What do you mean high discontent? Discontent just dropped. Come on now. Come on now. Forger units 3 have returned safely to the city. You can disband them at their quarters or send them back to the plains. All right, well, let's slow it down for a second here. What is out there? What else could we go to? There's a small waterfall. Might as well head out, right? There's no point. It's 15 workers, but we're not in a crunch period just quite yet. So let's go ahead and send you over here. 17 hours to arrive back at the construction site. If we pause for a second here, we've got 12 engineers looking to work. We've got 10 steam exchangers. So right away, we're going to go to the generator and the tower pumps, a system of powerful pumps which will force water into the bowels of the earth to turn it into superheated steam. This is geothermal heating. We'll get to work on the pumps. It needs 50 workers. Okay. So the engineers we have. Put a bunch of you here. Add new research. We can start the infirmary research. We'll finish pretty quickly. 50 workers. 50 workers. Where do I pull you from? I suppose I could pull from the coal pile. Right, okay, so here's what we'll do. We'll go ahead and pull from here and here. Max you out to 40. Takes us 2 days to finish, okay. We can also pull from here. Max you out to 50, and we'll have 5 workers left over. With the leftover 5 workers, I could get them working on more structural profiles. So let's see, what do we need? We need, for the next step, we'll need 50 structural profiles. All right. And we'll also need those steel composites. Gotta make sure I stay ahead of schedule, though. So, all right, let's go ahead and assign them over here, and we will get some of these going. We need to get up to 50. It'll take some time. We've got people working on food? Yes. Still some hunger. Well, that's because people actually have to go and eat. We have 10 engineers. Well, engineers, I imagine, are the ones who work the infirmary, so we'll need them shortly. Well, let's go ahead and, yeah, resume play. This is good, though. This is good. What's the deal here? Wait, hold on a second. Get the medic now. Accident avoided. Okay. Another of us got crippled to finish this thing on time. Oh, no. What is going on? Thanks to daily equipment maintenance, we managed to avoid an accident. Well, that's good. How is it deadly? Oh my god. We're venting, right? Oh, this is why. We need to do that. And now is the time to use one of these, I would say. Safety by 1 level for 24 hours. Okay. If I use it now, toxic gases will fall tomorrow, but usually that actually ends up taking like 2 days compared to what it actually says. We could shorten the shift instead. That'll make it dangerous. Or we can... 6 structural profiles. I think it's probably worth it. Because the next step requires, what, 50, right? Yeah, so it'll be a time... It'll be quite some time yet before we can even build that. So sure, let's go ahead and do the protective structures. Now's the time to do it when toxicity is so high. Makes us dangerous. We can also shorten the shift. It'll reduce it down to harmful. Or today we do a long shift. Strike risk is kind of high. Fine. I don't know why discontent is still high. I guess it calculates it at the start of the day. Seems to be the case. Nonetheless. Fire efficiency is 35%. Why is that? Safety procedures is dropping. Base efficiency is low as well. 2 days and 22 hours, so 3 days, realistically speaking. But at least we're working on it, and we are ahead of schedule. 3 days. Letters from home, a taste of home. Sir, although many people back home are facing starvation, a well-off relative of one of our engineers sent him a large parcel full with treats. Should we hold on to the food? It may stir trouble, or, God forbid, fuel a parallel economy. Oh, Lord. These decisions, man. We previously saw some, class struggle, let's call it. Some classism early on in this playthrough with that engineer that wanted to move away from the workers. This will upset the workers if we let the man have his parcel. Like, guaranteed people will be upset. Sharing is caring. We'll confiscate the parcel and we'll let everyone have some. Let everyone have some. We can actually do an evening service tonight. Our food rations are full. Set workers down here to none. We're maxed out over here. I could, I suppose, get more workers over here. Keep building those structural profiles. We're doing okay. guys are headed out, and I might actually want to order... What might I want to order? Some more workers, I suppose? Get 18 workers. Yeah, I think that might be a good idea. We have some places that aren't being worked, so let's go ahead and order 18 workers. The timing could have been better. They're going to arrive halfway through a workday, which isn't the best, but we'll make do. We'll make do. The infirmary is almost completed. The research of it, rather. About 4 hours' time. So we're not going to finish tonight. We'll have to build it. Have to build it tomorrow, I suppose. Hold on now. No one's gathering steel from here? Is it because... Oh, that's not good. That's not good. Got steel being gathered over here, though. Got some wood being gathered over here. I'd like to say we have plenty of wood, but that's simply not true. 5.7 an hour. This gives us 10.4 an hour. So let's go ahead and drop you down and pump you up. Why is nobody working here? Got a street connection and everything. Going to eat, going to rest, ill. Oh, had all sorts of problems over there. Well, nonetheless, the workday is done. We made a decent bit of progress on the tower pumps. 4%. Okay, so still ahead of schedule, right? It said about 3 days' time. So we're currently just ahead of schedule. I need to make sure... Again, part of tomorrow will have the advantage of the protective structure. If we have to do another one, we have enough structural profiles. I'd like to not have to use safety procedures if it's not necessary. But I do need to pick up the pace on gathering steel again. I wonder if we stop the food collection and pick up the pace on steel collection, even if it's temporary because we are full up on food rations. Nonetheless, folks, lots of decisions to make. Our foragers are headed out towards that small waterfall. Hopefully they'll find something. The transport is headed our way as well. Things are okay. We've had our first death, which is very upsetting. It is very upsetting, but I really was hoping we'd get by without any deaths. But it's okay. First time playing Frostpunk. One death in... What? It was in 17 days, 16 days? We're fine. We're fine. I'm more worried about the schedule over here. Because we got 10 days. We've got about what? We're at day 18. So we've got about 18 days to make 25 steel composites and 50 structural profiles. And for the steel composites, I've got to make the foundry. I've got to research the foundry, and then I have to build the foundry. The foundry will cost steel, steam cores, and wood, and undoubtedly the composite is going to cost steel, because it's made of steel. That would make sense. Well, tensions are still high, folks, but I hope you enjoyed this session. This is where we're going to call it. As always, if you enjoyed it, let me know by leaving a like and a comment down below. And if you're interested in more of this kind of content on the channel, and you're not already a subscriber, feel free to subscribe as well. Try not to mention that too often, but figured I might mention it every once in a while. As always, a massive thanks goes out to all of my channel members and patrons for supporting the channel on a monthly basis. You keep us alive and running smoothly, and a big ol' thanks goes out to each and every one of you for watching. Until next time, cheers.